second. Hello. Here we go.
Hi. Hello, my friends. This crystal ball.
Oh.
I can't get it into range right here.
Oh,
yes.
Danny, how are you?
I'm here again on your show.
Hello.
Yeah, I love this mask. I got it in Hollywood, man.
You got it in Hollywood. I'll tell you what, I love your act.
You love my act?
Yeah, can I have it?
Trying to get into this. I go this way. Oh, I go this way.
Can I have it?
Yeah, this is my one of my outfits.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Can you sign? Well, really, what I want to do is I want to talk to you about your PTSD.
Okay.
And tell me what, because you run the services.
Yeah,
Last time we talked, we didn't cover very much.
Right.
Because she kept on making me laugh and we were running out of time and everything.
I want to start one thing before we start this. I have
Go
two
on.
people from Hollywood that I want you to do a show on. They're really cool people. Esau McKnight and Johnny Savage. You're both on A-list shows, and they're both that would be great for your show. And so I'm going to hook that up. They're our clients, but they're working clients that are actually working.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for
and
that.
then you check out all this stuff that's all legitimate. Whole 9 yards. So, all right, go on. What do you want to know?
I want to know about your PTSD. That's what I want to know.
What do I know about it?
Well, what I want to do is I want to look at what I want you to do is I want you to start when you joined the services.
Well, yeah, I joined the service when I was 17, and I went in 2 days after high school.
Right. Okay. And when you was in the service, you kind of like, when did you get your PTSD then?
Geez, my father was from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, same place as John Gotti. My mother was born in Queens, and Corona, same place as President Trump. So the bottom line is they were very strict, and New York is one of these places where you get your ass kicked a lot, so you have to stand. And so I was watching the Vietnam War on television, and it was part of my life at the time, and it's almost like the vision goes into your mind, and then you're thinking about playing soldier as a kid. Next thing you know, you join the military. That type of shit. So that's what I did.
Because PTSD is not something that kind of like, lots of people suffer with it, don't they? How do you deal with it? How do you deal with it, Danny?
It's bad. I have to stay in my home a lot, and that's the whole production studio is here, at my house, the whole production studio, because of my PTSD, because, I can't run a regular job. So that's how I do that, you know what I mean? So, so at least here, me, so, and I got explosive disorder too. So PTSD and explosive disorder are probably one of the worst types, because once you snap into military mode. I'm a former police officer too, so you snap into cop mode. And PTSD is you're going back to where it originally happened.
Right.
And,
okay.
And, even when I'm drunk, when I'm stoned, I always try to know what happened, and I just fucking nothing comes up. You see what I'm saying? Nothing comes up. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing comes up. Just these visions, almost like a projector.
Yeah.
Projector over and over and over and over. Never stops. Never stops.
You know when you're in bed and do you get like dreams? Do you wake up all of a sudden during the night?
Well, it's gotten worse, but about 2 weeks ago, I woke up all on the. It was so funny as shit. I thought I was choking somebody and somebody was choking me, and I was rolling on the ground. Nobody was touching me. Nothing happened. It's just I was ambushed, and I don't know. I don't know if also I was in combat situations that was secret. So I don't know. Years ago, they would shoot you up too. They would give you a needle to forget about what happened. Especially if you're going against the communists, you have to. It was. Vietnam ended in 75, actually 73, and then 75 it was still fucked up. So then I went in 79 to Korea, and North Korea wanted to take back South Korea.
Tell me about your time when you were in Korea.
Well, the first day there was a typhoon, number one, in Japan. So we had to fly in with a typhoon. That was, when you're young, you don't understand. It's just, fuck it. It's part of your, part of the whole thing. Shave your head, teach you how to shoot, put you in plane, send you someplace, you don't know, you don't give a shit. You're young.
Yeah.
So I got to Japan. Then from there, I went to Korea. I went to Seoul. And then from Seoul, president got shot of Korea. And his cabinet got wiped out. And where they were sending me immediately is exactly where the action was. So they sent me right to, it used to be an old MASH unit for like the MASH show. That's where I was, the actual MASH unit. Yeah, it was, he was Irwin, it was Colonel Irwin. He was a physician, and that was the MASH unit. And that's exactly like on the show. It was filmed in California, the show, but the actual MASH unit is where I was. In Korea.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was only like, let's say 13 seconds from the DMZ by helicopter. And so I worked at 3 places. I found out I worked at a place like where you put your money in and you eat and all that bullshit. And then another one was a compound. It was like a little tiny compound. And then missile site on mountaintop. And then, so those were the 3 things I did, And then, whoever needed help. I don't know, I remember hookers. I remember getting very sick with the hookers. And I didn't understand. I was 18 years old. I didn't understand VD. I didn't understand that shit. You know what I mean? I just had girlfriends and nothing ever happened, But there you get sick as shit. I was sick the whole year. I couldn't figure it out until I came home. So that was screwed up.
Do you find it very difficult to cope with?
I get pissed off when people don't understand. That's what coping's no big deal. Coping, I got tons of medicine, something for the day, something for the night. And then coping with it is no problem, but having family people that are super negative, having friends that are super negative, working colleagues that are negative, that's the shit that I don't like,
Well, the trouble is, you don't need negative people in your life if they're going to be like that. At the end of the day, negative people, you need to tell them to bugger off.
Yeah, you know how it is, man, how people are and shit, My philosophy on Facebook and shit like that, I've got a lot of friends, tons and tons of friends, is because I'm always nice unless somebody gets really rude, like nasty, and it's like really uncalled for, you know what I mean?
Wow.
A lot of some of the nasty stuff that people say to each other on Facebook is horrible. And it's just terrible. It's funny, in America right now, the Congress is making a bunch of laws for the internet. I've never seen it before. This is the very first time because of the election here. And anyway, some of these internet companies are really going to get regulated here in America. So it's, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Facebook to me right now is, I meet more people from all around the world. I have more friends around the world because of Facebook. And they're legitimate because you're talking to them for 3 or 4 years, 5 years. It's not like you just talk to them. You know, and you're watching all their projects and what they're doing in their careers. So, so when I come to England, I'm going to hit most of my people that have supported me. And like I said, those 2 actors are great. They all been on #1 shows, which is kind of cool. So, it's cool shit. So, and there's people that I say that if you want to act, just get a camera. Nowadays with the phones, they're better than the regular cameras. Like when I go to England, I'm probably going to have 3 phones and all the setups for the phones, and everything's going to be set up. I have a backup camera, old-fashioned backup camera. But 5G now, 5G, when we come to England, we'll have 5 or 6G telephones. It's amazing. 3 cameras on the telephone. And then if you get add-ons that go on the telephone and stuff like that, that's what people do. They go over the world filming. And I think that's a setup I'm going to have with tripods with the phones, and then have them close enough. And if you have to do something microphone-wise, I would use a different camera. You know what I mean? Or have maybe 4 cameras going at the cooking show. So there's 4 angles when we get home to mess with it.
Look, listen, I'm not trying to poke away from what you did. You know, when you're cooking and everything else like that, and if your PTSD comes on, how do you manage it? You know, you're being filmed.
That's how I manage it. When you see a big meal, I was having a bad week, bad day. You see one meal after another, and you sit back going, "Holy shit, who is going to eat this?" I'm having a bad PTSD week.
Yeah.
And so I get so more creative. I get super, super creative. So what I do, how I line up for shows, I spend 2 days just studying the news, how they advertise. I study magazines, anything comes in the mail, and then that's how I create my ads for the show before I even do the show. Everybody's helping me along. If I see a cereal commercial or I see something, I rob that slogan or take that slogan and I put it together. And before you know it, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I want people to be happy, but I want people to be interested and go to the show.
Yeah.
So, and the shows are cool because a lot of the shows, we can do shorts. I like doing shorts. That's only 1 take. And so that's about a 5-minute show. It's 1 take. And that's a nice show, but you have to have it so planned. But yeah, the PTSD actually, the show is because the popularity of my cooking show is because of my PTSD.
Right. Okay.
I had to do something during the pandemic. We weren't allowed out of the house. I'm a fabulous cook. Yeah, I cook freaking anything. So I started, my specialty is dough. So then I started making breads. I never made breads before. I started making tons of different breads and really getting into making breads and shit like that. And then I was making and everybody's writing in, "Dan, when are you going to do this, do that?" And it just from there. But I already had other shows. I already had my Road to Hollywood shows too. So I already had, let's say, 40, 50 shows already filmed and done. I already did. And then the cooking is because of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
The pandemic. Yeah. The pandemic. And I wanted people to be happy. Because everybody was destroying shit and killing people. And it was completely out of hand and it was dangerous. So I wanted to go on the air, still argumental about the situation, but, and the election thing, I don't care about any candidate because I have PTSD. I don't give a shit.
Right, okay.
So I'm not voting for nobody. Let other fucking people do what the fuck they're going to do.
Do you know what I do? You know what I say?
What?
I vote for my legs because they support me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys vote in England?
No, do I? Oh.
No?
No.
Oh, really?
I
They don't
don't.
vote?
I don't.
Oh, you
I
don't
don't.
vote. The people in England vote?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But I don't do it. I
Oh,
don't know who to vote for. No one can be trusted.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. So what else you want to know?
Well, I just wanted to know about your PTSD. I wanted to know about your cooking show,
How
right?
how they combine?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
how they combine. They combine
Right.
when I'm really stressed out. Like you don't understand when I do a cooking show for you guys, and I have like close to between 10 to 5 hours preparation, even if it's only 5 minutes. So I'm prepping the whole day for the show and cooking all day long because some of the meals I have to show you at the beginning, middle, and end. So then I have to cook it 3 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
Yeah.
I love your shows. I love it.
Yeah, and my meals come out good, man. You know, the meals come out good because
Uh,
I had such a strict upbringing. You know, if you screwed up in my father's restaurant, he smacked the shit out of you.
yeah. You told me last time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
so
me, tell me a bit about your dad's restaurant. What? Because last time you was telling me he was very strict, wasn't he?
my father was, I think, in the Korean War, and I didn't realize that. Matter of fact, I got to get his medals. That generation, they didn't talk about the military. That's pre-Vietnam, like World War II, World War
Yeah,
One, all that crap. They never said shit. You know what I
yeah,
mean? A Korean War, they didn't say Vietnam. They started talking, now about what happened to them. But back then, the old timers said nothing. My father actually brought me to the veterans. He knew I was screwed up. He was
yeah,
pissed off when I joined the Army. He joined the Navy, and I think his ship got bombed because he had 100% when he got out. So something horrible happened, and he never talked about it. You know what I mean? He
yeah,
never talked. He's like one of these guys that never ever talked about what he did. So it's quiet.
yeah.
But I didn't realize what happened until about 7 years ago. I've been in the mental health program 25 years, more than 25 years. And when my daughter turned 18, a guy kept on bugging me to go to the PTSD program, and then I told him everything that was going on in my mind, and then they took me to the PTSD program. But they were real assholes. So I told them, if you don't let me in the program by tomorrow morning, there'll be somebody cut up in front of your doorway.
Right. Okay.
And they said, Danny, come on right in.
Right.
And that's how I got in the fucking PTSD program.
Yeah.
It's
And
good.
did that help, Dan? Did that help?
I think it showed my state of mind.
Right.
And if I would have told that to a police officer, I would have immediately be jailed. But since I told it to medical professionals, it was like, oh, this guy's, he's got it. If he's going to talk like that, not be scared of getting arrested, he has it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
it, So it's bad, it was bad. I used to, all my guns are locked up, but when I first got out of service, I patrolled my house. The neighbors see me with a gun. I patrolled around my house every night. I mean, I was fried out. See, if you got PTSD, you check every door, every lock 2 or 3 times. Because if it was in a military situation, if you missed something, you get killed.
Mm-hmm.
So that carries on. And then plus, I was in the Army karate team. So I was taught by the guys that were tunnel rats, big guys like 6'6" that went into tunnels and killed people. These were some of my teachers, a lot of Vietnam, a lot of war veterans. So, it's like the spirit of the bayonet. It's the point. You know what I mean? So those guys are running with bayonets, let's say in a movie or some shit or in real life. The point of the bayonet is where you're killing people. You operate it, but wherever the point goes, that person's dying.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say. I just have few visions, and my visions, if I go on the internet, my visions now I know what they are.
Yeah. So what do you kind of like? Are you still getting help? Are you still getting support?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
I am. My biggest supporter is my wife, Teresa. She's the one who hung in there. But she came from a military family. She comes from a family of 6. I come from a family of 5. So she was traveled all over. And so she kind of knew it because her father had it.
Yeah. You've got a lovely wife there, and she looks after you, don't she?
Yeah. I take care of her too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I do too. But yeah, it's a two-way street, But yeah, it's a shame, you lose family members over this shit and friends, and it sucks. That's the sucky part about it.
Yeah. Have you ever kind of like, because of your PTSD, have you ever kind of like went for any family members, even your wife?
What do you mean? Tried to hurt them?
Yes. Yeah.
Man, my family grew up fist fighting from New York every fucking Sunday. Yeah. So fighting was just part of the deal.
Right.
That was just part of my growing up.
Yeah.
Part of my growing up, very rowdy Italian family. Rowdy. So, any stupid thing, these people my family will fight over a feather dropping. So it's kind of like you got to like watch it. You've got to go in there saying to yourself, I only want one drink. I'm going to smoke just one joint. I want to be totally. I'll take half my medicine. It's got almost like a mission from God when I go to a family gathering. You know what I mean? Now when I have my friends over, never arguments, never fights, never nothing. But family, always shit. What? It's a shame.
Yeah.
And these people, you can't get rid of them because they're your family.
I know.
If a wedding comes, there they are.
Yeah. If you
I haven't seen you in 30 years. Yeah.
or if you win the national lottery, they're there.
Right now, all these friends. Yeah. So.
Just give them $1 and tell them to. Yeah. So yeah.
I said one thing about the PTSD. Most of the guys won't take the medicine. I wouldn't for 25 years. I wouldn't take the medicine.
Right.
And well, they're trying to give you money, trying to get a claim because they screwed you up so much, and they have a Richter scale how fucked up you are, where they give you money. So it's kind of like guys are offing themselves. Probably about 25, 27 guys a month are killing themselves because they have PTSD. And the government is playing games with their head. They don't have a person like Teresa that's going to sit there and try to smooth talk these idiots. It's just the guys are so proud. They'll go in a corner with a sign, I need money, or, they'll be homeless. Veterans are very, very proud people, and they're screwed up.
So, but the government should kind of like help these veterans, so shouldn't they? They should give them all that.
But they do, but the veterans at one point have to start helping themselves and want to help. They'll give you as much help as you want. As much help as you want, they'll give you. You have to ask for it.
Yeah.
But they'll give it to you. Mm-hmm. Now, you see, with the pandemic, the veterans are back to the old veterans where the care is not good because of the pandemic. And so now you're back to, and any laws that they're going to do in America, the first people that are going to do it is going to be the veteran organizations and the Army, Navy. The military is the very first defense against this coronavirus. You know what I mean? As far as bringing out the rules.
Yeah.
Because they have soldiers that are going to fight, and they have to be protected from the virus. So they're immediately working on all that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I got to take another COVID test to get my teeth done. I got to take. This is about the 5th COVID test I've taken.
I took my first one. I took my first one the other day.
You just shoved something right in your fucking nose.
Yeah.
Get over here. I don't want to. They come in a real hazmat suit and all this shit. They look like Dr. Shivago or some shit. They come up. You like this shit. You can't even see their fucking face. They just have a bunch of shit on and crap, and then the Q-tip. that they're gonna shove that son of a bitch, and then it seems like they get like a joy out of it. They sit back and go, "Is this motherfucker look? He's kind of scared." And they're really gonna shove it up deep, so he fucking starts complaining. But this black chick came. She was all covered up, and she shoved that thing up my fucking nose, man. I was like, she almost got a fucking. I think she got a joy out of like fucking people up.
Yeah.
I've had people that were really nice and did it, and I've had nurses just go crazy, So it's ridiculous.
Oh no, they when they did it to me, it's right up the nose. It was in the mouth first, then up the nose.
Yeah, did you get it? You didn't get it.
I ain't got it.
Yeah.
But I thought, what they're gonna do next? Up my ass or what?
Right.
Right.
You don't know what they're gonna do. They're inventing all kinds of stupid ass shit that they're gonna give us. And now it's funny that the veterans, some of the guys that caught it, they're gonna experiment on them. Like you're gonna ask them, "Do you want it?" And you never know who's gonna say, "Yeah, fuck it. I got it and I beat it." So yeah, take all the blood you want out of my arm.
God,
it's how funny they put me on a guilt trip to donate blood at the veterans. So I go to donate blood right around the corner from my house, and they wouldn't take me. I says, you guys are begging for people to take blood. Why aren't you taking me? You got to make an appointment. So you got to make an appointment to go on a bus and give blood. I said, there's nobody here. But they're sitting there and they're convincing me to give blood, so I went to do it. And I used to do that. I used to make money in the military. I used to do it every week, get plasma. So drinking money. Living with PTSD. It's good that I can actually speak about it. Nobody likes to talk about it.
Oh no.
And so I don't know what 4th of July is very bad. 4th of July is very bad because it's just bad.
Yeah.
One time I got in a fight, and I'm not going to say where or what, but it had something to do with law enforcement, and I dove for about 5 hours. I was swimming and helicopters, whole 9 yards. I started tripping out from coming back from Korea.
Right.
Went back into the, I didn't give a shit if there was an alligator in there. I didn't give a fuck. Actually, they got to get, when somebody's that desperate, animals got to get out of the way because human beings can be just as ruthless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Especially if they're scared.
Yeah.
Scared, you have five more bit of power.
Yeah.
Scared, man.
When you got PTSD, when you got this, do you turn to alcohol?
To what?
Turn to alcohol. Do you turn to
alcohol?
Drink? Yeah.
I like drinking 2 drinks a night. That's what the veterans do, and then I like picking a time to go to bed because of my PTSD. I have two things. So doesn't mean every night, but I like to have 1 or 2 drinks before I go to bed.
Yeah.
And I do that, and it goes good with my medicine. And I only sleep for a few hours. I'm up all night long fighting the war. Yeah. So, yeah. And, if I want to go drinking with my wife and go dancing, then I get drunk,
That's it.
But,
I only mentioned it because I was reading something the other day, a survey that a lot of people turn to alcohol to kind of like, it's like a stopgap for them. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't have to drink alcohol. If I go on the air, I have a couple of drinks. I have a couple of drinks to relax, man, because I go on the air a lot.
I know you do, yeah.
And when I'm away, like in England, I might party. I might have a couple of glasses of wine before I have to do the show with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm in England and I want to relax. And that's why they have green rooms. That's why in my studio I have a green room with a refrigerator, whatever, maybe a couple of beers or some wine. So because some of the people want to relax, but if they're an alcoholic or drug addict and they're fighting with that, I have enough on my plate with PTSD.
Yeah.
To worry about. Number one, I'm a happy drunk. So,
Yeah.
I'm a happy drunk. My
No.
relatives are mean drunks.
Yeah, I wasn't into that about you being drunk. I was just saying because when I was reading this today, they were saying about a lot of people turn to drink.
Mhm.
When they got PTS, when they got this, and I'm thinking, well, what did
Well,
you
it
do?
all depends on the situation. All right around the afternoon. It's the afternoon here in Florida. I'll have one or two drinks.
Yeah.
Then I take my medicine.
Yeah.
My medicine is like strong.
Yeah, I bet
I've got depression medicine. I've got flashback medicine. I've got pain medicine. I've got anxiety medicine. I've got all the other stuff down below. So
Mm-hmm.
if I want to party and have fun, I don't take my medicine. I
Yeah.
can't drink the medicine. I can't drink alcohol and take the medicine.
Yeah.
Medicine's very, very strong. Yeah.
You're a very aspiring bloke,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I like you.
Oh, thanks.
So I'll tell you why I like you, because you just come out and tell me as it is.
Yeah.
You don't beat around the bush, everything is like spot on. You don't care a shit. You just tell as it is.
Right. And
that's what I like.
I have more friends. I just want to tell people nice things. You know what I mean? Especially on Facebook. And I definitely want to support anybody that's doing anything brand new, anything, any performer. I want to support the arts.
Yeah.
The fundraising for money and all that crap, we've tried it. I'm not going to support that, but I'll support any of their projects. I'll support them going on stage for comedy, anything. New shows like I have a network. You know what I mean? So different people contact me and put their stuff in their network, and like my show will be on my network. It'll be played all the time.
Okay.
All the time when I go to England. So you can do it live for your people.
Yeah. I will. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do going to the supermarket like we did in Hollywood. We'll go to the supermarket, film going to the supermarket.
Oh God, I did that before.
Going to the liquor store, just the door of the liquor store. Yeah. So,
no, we're actually going to the liquor store and get some drink.
Yeah.
Yes, and get
Yeah.
and everything.
But alcohol. I get where you're coming from. I don't know. If I'm not well, I can't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling good, I don't want to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
But to go and bullshit with you, yeah. I mean, shit. I think Prince Natalie, I think she doesn't drink, And so I want to go to one where she goes and hangs out. But I don't think she drinks. But me and my wife are going to drink. So,
oh, yes.
Yeah, we're going on vacation.
I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to come by and do a show for you, and then we're going to go to London. And I've got a really good movie star there, an Italian movie star from London. He's got a beautiful wife, nice baby. And I'm going to go over there and put him in my Hollywood show.
All right, okay.
Yeah, and I can put you in a Hollywood show, but you'll be on my cooking segment, and Natalie will be on my cooking segment, Princess Natalie.
Yeah, because Natalie lives in Cornwall, don't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I live in Devon, so we're just next door neighbours, we are.
That's good. Because you can come get us and take us to the place.
Yeah, sure.
Or tell us whatever to take to get there.
Yeah, we're don't worry, we'll sort all that out for you, don't you worry.
Yeah, that's easy shit.
Yeah, easy.
Easy shit. But PTSD, I can tell when a guy has PTSD, especially a guy, let's say in his 30s, just came back from real combat. He's angry. He gets mad. He stares in the abyss. And you wonder why. You say to yourself, why is this guy acting that way? And then once you realize where he was and where he just came from, okay. He's living back over there.
Yeah.
And with the Iraq War, they have a lot of sand along problems. The guys that are there coming back for the rest of their lives. The sand burnt their lungs, and shit like that. And so there's a lot of different different ones than like what I have. It's a lot of stuff where they hit RVs and they got brain damage.
Yeah.
Loud noises, and a lot of them, I don't have that problem. A lot of people have problem with loud noises and all that shit because they were in a lot of combat, a lot of bullets flying, a lot of bombs. I wasn't in any of that bullshit. I was, in the dark with a, grenade launcher and my knife and my face black and hanging out, right, waiting to die. So mine was different. Protect dead bodies too. Maybe protect dead bodies. Let's say this guy's blew them away. I have to protect the cave. There's like caves, and then they got to truck them away. And if anybody else comes out of the cave, I have to kill them.
Yeah.
So I figured that all out. I still have to have a lot more pieces. Guy wrote a book. I really don't like talking to my friend. I have one friend, I have a colonel that constantly contacts me. He's a great guy. And then I have one of my friends who got his throat sliced. But it's fucking, I don't know if I can handle, talking and really finding out the truth. I can only do it maybe once a year, every 6 months. You know what I'm trying to say? I really don't want to know what happened, but I really do want to know what happened. I don't want to know what happened that's going to haunt me. Yeah. So, but I do want to know what happened.
Yeah, you don't want to bring up.
I think PTSD, what was amazing to me is it's if you don't know, if you forgot what happened, you have PTSD. It's so fucked up because the whole time I was saying, get me the fuck out of this program. I don't belong here, and since I had no memory, then I got letters from my friend. Matter of fact, I spoke to him a couple of days ago. I got letters from him, and they were the final pieces of the puzzle of all the different people I spoke with, and then he finally gave, and it just all came together. It all came together, and the government said, "Yeah, you're definitely fucked up." I said, "Thanks a lot." I've tried to commit suicide a couple of times. Weren't paying attention, you motherfuckers. It's bad. The guys don't give a fuck. Trust me. They're rioting in the streets, and then all of a sudden they go to riot with their veterans, and their veterans whip their fucking asses. So you're kind of like, these guys the veterans don't care. They don't give a shit. And they don't want violence. They don't want any more violence. See?
Yeah.
There's one guy caught some guy's fist. It was funny, just like you see on television. He caught the guy through a fist, and he just caught his fist. Big guy was a veteran. And he told the kid to calm down instead of hurting him, Yeah.
But listen, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Just what I want to say, because we're going to end, I just want to say, if anybody's got PTSD, don't lie about it. Don't lie about it. And get help. And don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Get support groups. It's just like if somebody has cancer, or somebody has leukemia, or somebody has, diabetes, or somebody it's the exact same thing. It's just it's in the brain. It's like a person with no legs, but only it's in the brain. And so if you're not compassionate towards people especially people that serve their country, you're a bad human being. You know what I mean? So it's embarrassing having this bullshit.
Yeah.
But so many interviewers are so interested in it, which amazes me. I don't understand why you would be interested in knowing about that. You know what I mean?
Well, for me, it's because I like to share about different topics. Okay. So if people's been through it, like he's got it, I like to kind of like put it out there to help people to get help.
Okay, right, yeah.
You get me? So, So what you're doing, believe it or not, you've helped about 6 people so far.
Oh, cool.
So
that's good. That's good. You see me. I put it out with I'm saluting. It's back in the day. You can tell that I'm a militarized person. You know what I mean? And it says I respect and support PTSD for families. I support families getting involved with the person, just like an alcoholic or a gambler. Sometimes you have gammon on for gamblers that go overboard. That's for the wives and the husbands that get screwed. Then you have Gamblers Anonymous. Same thing. You have alcohol and you have alcohol, which for the family. And it should be the same thing with PTSD.
Yeah, it should.
My kids should have went to a program of four classes. Yeah, this is what your dad's about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what your mom's about. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they're not bad people. They're just sick.
Yeah.
They're sick and they have to realize, I'd rather take my medicine and be a normal person. If I don't take my medicine, I'm back in the war.
Yeah.
I'm back in the war.
This is why I do it. Because I want to get the message out there.
Yeah. Messages, call. If you feel suicidal, call a suicidal thing. Mm-hmm. Go get help, and no matter where you live in the world, it's free. If it has something to do with suicide. Mm-hmm. If it has something to do with suicide, they'll help you. So, I have suicide out. I think about it. They'll help you. So that's my advice. Suicide hotlines are the best hotlines on the planet in America.
Yep.
Immediately you have compassionate people on the other side of the line that are trying to help you, talk you through it. And that every time I feel like hurting myself, I'll call up the suicide hotline and they'll talk me through it where I won't get hurt.
That's it. That's the natural way.
That's just my advice there. And then learn about your disease so you understand why you act like an asshole.
Yeah.
Or why you're in your house for fucking a month and never leave. That's my foxhole. I have my fucking M16 and all my ammo and my knife and ready to kill. That's my foxhole. My home is my foxhole. That's why guys with PTSD never leave their house. That's why the veterans tries to give you a shitload of appointments because they want you to get out of the house. They know you're not getting out of the house. Like this pandemic to us is a joke.
Well, let's not go on about that. I'll get told off once again. I got told off for mentioning it the other day.
Yeah, so I'm also going to dedicate a show to you, okay? Not this next show. Next show is my Halloween show. So the next show I'm having is my Halloween show, man. I'm going to be cooking with pumpkins, cooking stuff in pumpkins. So it's going to be
You let me know when you're doing it, and we're doing live with you.
Okay, all right. I'll put some of it in. All right, yeah, all right. So, all right, I'll have Teresa get with you on that, and we'll try to hook up something. Yeah. And that sounds cool.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then those Teresa, the two other guys, fabulous actors. They're entertaining as shit. Johnny Splash is funny as crap. Esau is a classy dude, and they're all working, man. They're all working. Good, and that's what makes them actors, Hollywood actors.
Danny, I really appreciate what you're doing. Thank you very much for coming back on. I think you're a top bloke, mate. Really
Thanks.
top bloke. And I'm not just saying that. All right.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll be speaking to you shortly.
You will do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hey, Tricia, shout out.
Well, there you go, guys. PTSD. It's really difficult, isn't it, when you got that? Very difficult at all. If I was you, I'll just kind of like try to get some advice and make sure that you do get the proper advice. Anyway, guys, I've got to go because I've been on nearly all day. I'm so tired, so whacked out. My wife's probably thinking, oh, please hurry up and get off. So that's me. Until tomorrow, I'm back tomorrow. And in the meantime, thank you for watching, everybody. Take care and see you on the next adventure. Bye-bye. God bless.